Well, you guys asked for it, and we are back by popular demand. Today, we're going to be doing a video, and this is going to be regarding my room and a setup tour kind of thing, and also showing off my new PC. So let's jump into that. The quality now is going to substantially reduce as I go to film on my phone, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, let's jump into it, and let's get into a room tour and a PC tour. And also, a small disclaimer, guys, I did this video about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I can't exactly remember when it was, but a lot has changed since then. So if you want to check that video out first, I'll leave it linked up here so you guys can go watch it. Watch the video, you'll see what my previous setup was like and now what the current one is like. So yeah, go watch the video, and now without further ado, let's jump into the room tour and let's see how things have changed. Okay, so here we are then. Hopefully this is going okay. Fingers crossed nothing's going wrong. I'm behind the camera, so yeah, I'm using my earphones. Fingers crossed it sounds good enough and the audio quality is actually presentable. But without further ado, let's start off with the left side and we'll kind of work our way around the room. So first off, this was my previous bedside cabinet. That used to be down the side here, but because of space reasons, I decided to move it here. I had a big space here enough with some previous boxes that I used to have here. You'll see them in the previous video if you click the link up here. But yeah, we decided to put the box there, running shoes whenever I need to, and then I've just got some just general like underwear, deodorant, gym stuff, nothing really important there, aftershave, my watch, basic stuff really, and Tic Tacs, very important. Tic Tacs are key. Bed, you know what goes on here, nothing really more to say. Stool to rest my feet, and also when it comes to my wardrobe, to access these bad boys up here. I'm pretty tall. I mean, I'm 6'1", but even still, I need the help of that to get to the top. We've just got an extension lid here with a few cables running down the side. That is for humidity purposes, so that just accumulates water, because in Spain there's a lot of humidity, so these are important to keep humidity off the walls and keep everything okay. And then we make our way around the back, and these orange boxes have actually taken place behind my desk, as you can see. They do a good job in terms of keeping the desk at a good distance off the wall, so that there can be some, some air running through. The window right now is completely open, and it's a good way to kind of get some air and let things kind of breathe a bit. Also for the cables to sit, cable management is pretty good. Doesn't look like it from this view, but I've done a good job of keeping everything under control. We then move under the desk. You can see the orange boxes again, all there for purposes. You can see I've actually got a setup here for my pedals so that I can push them and they won't move, because in Spain we don't have carpets, we have ceramic floors, so things tend to slip, so I have to put things behind it to stop it from moving. And this is the perfect distance for me, where I sit down and my feet are like at the perfect length, so I'm not uncomfortable. We've got just a Ethernet cable and a power cable running down the side. Most cables you can't really see, to be honest with you, from the naked eye. It's just because I'm shining a lot on it right now, but when it's dark you don't really see it. We also have the PS4, my gaming console of choice. Been playing a lot of Warzone on this recently with the boys, also some FIFA as well. When that originally came out, I really played a lot of FIFA this year. FIFA 20 was a big game for me, but I've stopped playing quite a lot recently. And yeah, in terms of other stuff, we have my drawer here, so just a few things, so like wallet, bracelet, sunglasses, more Tic Tacs, my notebook, which I use to write really important stuff in, video ideas and stuff, phone charger, car keys, general stuff, like, nothing major. And then in here, if I just move this out of the way, I've just got portable charger, PS4 games, travel pack when I go traveling, because I do go quite often before the coronavirus happened, and then just a dental brace and just a few spare parts here and there. So nothing major going on here. And then of course my headphones for my PS4, Logitech headphones. If we just kind of dig these out, you can see there, very nice, very comfy. Personally love these. They fit perfectly. I've had these for about a year and a half now, and I've had no issues. And it has a disposable microphone, as you can see here, so you can use them on PS4 or PC. And then we move on to the main event. Right, so I'm standing back just so that we can get it all in pretty much in one shot. And yeah, pretty much a lot has changed. So the chair is still the same as always, GT Omega. If you want to get yourselves a chair, I do have a discount code of 5%, guys. It'll be linked down below in the description. You can use Tom97, 5% off on any GT Omega products. But in terms of the setup, there's the new beast. We'll be talking about that in a minute. But let's talk about a few things first. So first of all, the wheel. Thrustmaster TSPC Racer with the T3 PA pedals. I've had this since May 2018, and I've had a few issues here and there, but generally speaking, this is good. That, not so much. Those are pretty average. Like, I wouldn't recommend those, to be honest with you. I've had a lot of issues with those, and very recently I changed the entire throttle for the clutch pedal due to issues, so I flipped them around so that I could get a working throttle. Now it's all working okay, but I've had a lot of problems with these. In terms of the desk, we have a mix amp here for just when I'm listening to music or just vibing or chilling without the earphones, because I've got earphones on pretty much most of the day, so it's nice to kind of take a break and you know, have that to kind of listen to. I'll explain more about that in a minute. This water cup, hydration, key, lamp on the side of the desk. That's the only lighting I have. I need to work on getting more lighting. Then we have the microphone, the Rode Podcaster. I've had this for about 2-3 years now. I can't remember exactly, but with the boom swing arm down the side, does a really good job. Very easy to kind of just sit here and talk. So when I'm racing, I'll just bring the mic down, put it into position, and I'll talk while I'm racing away. And then when I'm done, we just lift it back up, pop it on top, and there we go. And it just kind of sits there out of the way. So very nice, very easy to kind of move around, and the setup very adjustable. We then move on to the monitor. Very recently, guys, I had this monitor sent to me by BenQ Europe. So if you haven't seen the video, I'll leave a link up here as well. There is a review of the monitor that I did. It's pretty much a 4K monitor, 144 Hertz, 100 Hertz on 4K, 144 on 1920 by 1080. Really, really nice, really crisp, fantastic colors, and HDR, all that good stuff. And it's also curved, so small detail, my first experience with a curved monitor. It's a bit bigger than I would have liked. It's 31.5 inches, which is pretty big, and it took some getting used to, but I can't complain. They sent it to me, so I'm not going to say no. I'm going to take it and I'm going to use it. So here we are. You can see on the background I've got my Streamlabs OBS ready for streaming, because I might be streaming later on today. You'll be seeing this video in like 2 days time or whatever, so it's not really that relevant. But if you guys haven't done so, my Twitch will be linked down below, guys, in the description. If you guys want to go follow me on there, I stream pretty much every day. I do modding, F1 Open Lobbies not so often, but I'm going to start doing that a bit more now with you guys, and also a lot of iRacing. I'm practicing for the Indy 500 at the moment. I recently did the Nürburgring 24-hour race, and next month we have the Le Mans 24-hour race with the Veloce boys, as you can see here. And yeah, very much looking forward to it. And speaking of Veloce, as you guys know, I recently rejoined them full time now as part of their team, so very much looking forward to working with those guys once again. But yeah, there you go. There's the monitor. Also worth noting, the webcam is a Logitech Brio 4K webcam. So again, that is the equipment I have on here. I'd love to set up a light or something, maybe an Elgato key light on the back of it to help with the lighting. But generally speaking, it's the best I can do. I've got the windows, so during the daytime the lighting is very good. But yeah, that is looking pretty decent for now. Right, we then move into the next part, and that is the Elgato Stream Deck. So we have all of our buttons here for when I'm streaming, so I can change scenes. So for example, if I can reach far enough, we can, for example, do a scene change. If I could arch the camera, you can see there, we make adjustments, change things. So for example, you could actually see me if I do that. There we are, you can see me filming away. Bonjour, how are you? Anyways, let's go back to that one. Shout out to Andres Creates, by the way, for hooking me up with a stream set and making it really, really professional. Also works for Veloce. But then moving on, we do have speakers. Now, you can't see them straight away. That's because they're hidden. So if we come around the side here, you can see I've got one speaker to the left, just behind the monitor. Again, the monitor's quite big, so you can hide things. And I've got one to the right, you can just see down there, there's the other one. So they're both kind of aiming out to the sides. And then if we move the chair, before, 2 years ago, I used to have my PC down here. Now I have my subwoofer and an extension lead and my gloves whenever I do racing. And then up the top, of course, we have the beast, the PC. So from the naked eye, looks pretty good, looks pretty clean. And I put the PC on here just for reasons of ventilation, so the thing can breathe a bit, so you know, it gets a bit of air. It's easier to manage for dust and stuff like that. Got, of course, the front USBs here, so I've kind of got a PS4 controller connected for MotoGP reasons. So yeah, there is pretty much the desk setup. So subwoofer, 2 speakers, stream deck, webcam, curved monitor, lamp, Rode Podcaster mic, Thrustmaster TSPC Racer, T3PA pedals, and the PS4 down the bottom left, and also a Logitech mouse. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it cost me like 25 quid. Very good, cheap mouse, to be honest with you. That's good quality, and has buttons, not just on the front, but also has side buttons as well, as you can see there. So yeah, really, really good, happy with that. I'm not a big fan of like over complicated mouses. I just find them really clunky. So that does the job for me. But yeah, there you go. There is the new look setup. We're now going to move into this bad boy right here. So straight off the bat, I'm currently sitting down. Worth noting, you won't see much because of the glass. It's actually, well, it's plastic, but it's actually reflective, so it's kind of hard to see. But worth noting, this isn't final. Basically, the backstory, very short backstory, the cables inside are all over the place. I need to get them cleaned up. The reason being, and the reason they're like that, is because originally I was going to set this PC up with one of my best mates who knows about building computers and he could help me out. But because quarantine happened due to COVID-19, I unfortunately couldn't go around there to get the PC built, so I had to learn and do it all myself, along with my dad. And we was more focused on trying to get the thing built and working correctly, rather than making it look pretty. So the cables are a bit messy, but it is what it is. Let's quickly zoom in a little bit, and you can get a glimpse. So, for example, you can see there, we've got a big cable arrangement there on the inside. Graphics card, NVIDIA 2080. EVGA, we'll be leaving that. Well, I'll leave all the specs linked down below in the description. We've got an 850 watt power supply, EVGA once again. We then move onto a sound card, just through there. You can see the sound card. It's a very standard one. I think it was 31 quid. Any standard, like, relatively decent sound card will do. Like, that was actually 30 quid. That was not too expensive for me. We then move a bit more centrally. So we have the RAM here, as you can see, is reflecting, but it's an NZXT cooler as well. So let's run you through that. So first of all, the RAM, we have 2 sticks of 16 gigs, so 32 gigs of RAM all in. I believe these are a G.Skillz RAM sticks. So that's the brand. I'll leave everything linked down below, like I said. And also in terms of the CPU, I'm running an AMD Ryzen 3950X. That is my processor. Combined with the 2080 NVIDIA graphics card, it's an absolute weapon. And then for a cooler, we have the NZXT. You just saw it there for a second. There it is. We have the NZXT M2 Kraken. That is my liquid cooler of choice, out of recommendation from a friend. Does the job. The cooling is fantastic. And to be fair, the PC is pretty silent. Like, I could do even better, but I don't need to. Like, it does a really good job, and I can't complain. Me personally, I don't have anything in my CD drives here because I don't use it, so there's no need to. But you can always do that if you chose to. Worth mentioning, the case is a Fractal design. I can't remember the exact the name of it, but I was going to go for black, but in the end I went for white to kind of match the room a bit and just keep it a bit brighter. I didn't go for any fancy lighting. I might do that later on down the line. Unfortunately, my budget was, I had a big budget, but I hit all of it. You know, like we used up all the budget, so I couldn't spend anything on like fancy lights or anything like that. Hopefully that will happen down the line. And then just finally worth mentioning the motherboard, which is in the background here, of course, running this whole thing. And it is an ASUS X570 Plus, I believe. If I can remember, it's a Tough Gaming motherboard. So yeah, Tough Gaming X570 Plus. This one's the Wi-Fi version, so in case the internet goes down, I can use Wi-Fi if necessary. And I think that's all the components. Oh yeah, and memory down here. You can't quite see it. You can just about see a glimpse down there, but we have a 4 terabyte hard drive, 7,200 RPM, the quickest one you can get. And that's for mainly storing all my games and recordings on that. And then just above, just here, you can't see it, it's a bit dark. If I can zoom in a little bit, just there, you can see in there, it's an SSD. I've got a 500 gigabyte SSD, Samsung 860, I believe it's M2. So yeah, that is the case. Like I said, I'll leave the links down below to all the parts and the things I used. I can't lie, all in, it cost me about 2,600 euros. So a very expensive computer. I spent a long time saving up for this, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. My previous computer, I had it for 6 years, and you know it was failing me all the time. So I had to invest, and I'm glad I did. Oh, also worth mentioning, I forgot to say, on the top here, just underneath these, I have 2 extra fans. So on top of the cooler and the 2 front fans here, we also have 2 extra ones for additional cooling. So yeah, they're very cheap. They were like €2.70 each. That fans are cheap. You can get very basic fans. You can go really fancy with the fans and get some LED fans. Or in my case, if you're trying to save money in certain areas, then you just go for the cheap ones with no lighting on them. So yeah, there you go. There's your lot. My setup. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you want to know more questions, ask down below in the comments. But yeah, pretty much there's the room, and I think I've done a pretty good job. Shuffled a few things around, PC now on the desk rather than down there. The bedside cabinet has been moved to the side of the bed, so we've got some breathing room, around the back, so everything can not get hot, everything can flow, and it's all nice and cool. And yeah, carpet to make sure the chair doesn't move so much when I'm racing, because when I push the pedals, the chair tends to move. But guys, that's going to be it from me here today. But before we do that, let's wrap things up with the correct microphone. But there we go, guys. That is it for the setup tour. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is now my new setup. And like I said, I like all of it. There are some things I change. I wish I had lighting. I wish my monitor was a bit smaller, because I'd rather have 2 smaller monitors than 1 big one. It's easier for streaming and stuff like that. But unfortunately, you can't complain too much. The monitor will sense, so I'm taking it. Either way, hopefully you guys appreciate the video. Like I said, links down below to all the equipment and all the specs of my new PC. Like I said, I made it myself. It was my very first time, so if you have questions, I can try and help you out. Again, I'm not an expert. There's probably things I have done wrong, but I'm yet to find out if they're going to break or not. You just never know. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did, and subscribe if you are new, guys, for daily Formula 1 content and also MotoGP content on the channel. And also click the bell icon to activate notifications on the channel. And finally, check out the 2 videos on your screen right now. But guys, that is it from me here today for my updated setup tour in 2020. And we'll be back in about 2 years for the next one. But yeah, guys, until then, take care, and I'll see you next time.